Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our live stream of the 51st National Young Fuerscher Contest. Agrima MATHUR and MathurDias from the AED school should have presented together the invention intended to provide energy and water to remote areas by using renewable resources. Their honorable goal is to develop a means for remote areas with harsh environmental conditions to generate water and energy at the same time, in an ecologically safe way. The idea consists of a structure that combines solar and wind energy. Please welcome on stage Agrima.
Hi, my name is Agrima, and I will be presenting the MathurDias Structure. Unfortunately, my partner could not be here today, but I will be presenting on her behalf. So our idea came out of a concern about the impact about climate change is having on our environment and on our planet. And our dedication to help and act towards effective solutions to this problem. We are members of a generation which are deeply concerned about the impact climate change has on our planet, and we want to be part of the change in this matter. Our generation has become accustomed to the various crises happening all around the world. When we attend all these climate protests and sign petitions, we have come to realize how unfair living conditions have become for people in remote areas. We realize that we need to make a change. As of 2021, 40% of the entire world population does not have access to sufficient clean water. And as this number increases every year, we stand idly by. 13% of the world does not even have access to electricity. These basic human necessities need to be met. Well, you might ask yourselves, what are the possible solutions to this problem? Well, we already use renewable energy, don't we? We have solar panels. They produce energy from harnessing the sun's light. Why not produce more of those? We have wind turbines that also produce energy in the harshest conditions of the desert. So why not produce more of those as well? We have water tanks to store water and dew towers that already exist. Now I ask you, why invest in these solutions when you can invest in a solution that solves all of these problems at once? Our solution integrates all of these technologies into one structure, allowing it to produce water, electricity, and energy to be consumed by the structure itself. An average household in the city needs about 20 to 24 solar panels to be able to cover 100% of its electricity usage in just one day. Now imagine the impact of 20 such structures being able to produce much more. With the help of wind turbines as well, that even the harshest conditions produce up to 10 kilowatts of electricity in just 24 hours. So how does our structure work? The solar panels on top, as we all know, harvest the sunlight to be able to supply energy to these houses. As these solar panels supply energy, any surplus of energy can be directed towards the wind turbines in case there is a lack of natural wind. The turbines are there to draw air inside the structure to travel down to where the temperature is cooler compared to the temperature outside. It then condenses the water on an acrylic sheet, which will then move the then condensed water to a water containment unit under the ground. Since the temperature under the ground is cooler, it is guaranteed that the water will not evaporate. So how does this structure impact our society? With this technology, we can effectively eliminate the water and energy crisis in many parts of the world. Not only is this technology capable of supplying water and electricity to villages in need, but also supply it in a much more ecologically safe manner. With the continued use of this technology, we are able to improve the condition of many third world countries. But in the end, it all comes down to the future of our population. We have a vision. In our eyes, these small but significant steps can lead to a thriving civilization. The improvement of quality of life in remote villages, along with access to basic human necessities. Let us together work towards our future. Thank you.
Hello, so thank you for coming here. We just wanted to have a small quick word because you were supposed to come as a tandem and that you were alone on the stage, so can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, I feel really bad that my partner Barbara couldn't be here today. I learned today morning that I would be performing alone, but I feel like for such a short notice, that presentation went really well. So.
You did great, so we should say hello to her because she's probably watching right now.
Yeah. Well, then maybe where do you know each other from, you and Barbara?
We were in the same school and we do the same science class, and so we had a similar passion for environmental sciences. So I think doing this project together would have been really, really fun.
How did you come up? How did the inception of the idea happen?
Well, we are really passionate about climate change, and we've been attending so many of the climate change protests that were going on in Luxembourg. And so we realized that we do need a solution to all these problems, and we decided to come up with a structure that solved them.
Yeah. And with the topic of engineering, would you like to pursue engineering further?
Yeah, I mean, I do remember one of the judges mentioned the engineering of the structure itself, and while that is a bit more complicated, I would like to look much more into it to see how everything works in that structure.
Can we then maybe hope to see you again next year?
Absolutely. Maybe if I'm able to build a structure and get it working to a good amount, absolutely.
That sounds very good. And then about the project itself, can you tell us a bit more about the biggest challenge that you came across when actually developing the concept?
Well, the biggest challenge was maybe adapting it to different environments, because since it's an environmentally conscious project, you have to be able to make it work for different weather environments. And so finding a structure that worked for very dry and windy environments as well as sunny environments was the biggest challenge.
Okay.
And what was it like working together as a team and with all your other responsibilities and schoolwork?
Yeah, it was a challenge finding a balance between working on the project and doing schoolwork, but I think because we worked together very well, we were able to get all the work done in time.
How, another slightly different topic, how did you find out about the Young Scientist contest?
Oh, well, I heard a lot of people talking about it in our school, and since me and Barbara were both passionate about this topic, we decided why not give it a go.
How did you take first contact with the association?
Actually, our teacher mentioned it to us, and so I think I'm glad he did, because otherwise we wouldn't be here right now. And so from there, it kind of snowballed on to become where we are now.
On the same topic, then I would like to ask you, if you seem to be willing to come back next year, what would be your advice on people willing to jump in for next year?
Ooh, I mean, I think you might want to figure out the tiny details of your project, because in the end, they do impact a lot on the bigger picture. Okay. And so if you have the small details figured out, I think it would be much easier to explain it on stage and take your time.
Okay. Thanks a lot for your help.
Thank you for having me.
We've got a little